Kim Hess here with Kim Hess Yoga and the new She Stands vlog slash podcast. And super excited to be joining you today. This is going to be actually a continuation of a little coaching tip trifecta that I started a while ago. That kind of encapsulates my life success formula, or I like to call it the get shit done formula. And we look at clear intention, right action, and desired results. And so we're going to kind of talk about that today. But before we get into that, I want to just say happy new moon to everybody. The new moon is such a special time because it's a great time for planting those seeds, for stepping back and taking the time to reflect what's working in our lives, what's not working in our lives, to go back over the last quarter or the last phase, the last cycle, and just really look at what actions have worked, what actions hasn't. It's a time to really look at the results we're getting in our life, and then say, what do I need to do different? So it's a time for reflection, a time for self-care, coming into the darkness of the new moon. It gives us that opportunity to really step into that femininity, and this is for both men and women because we all have masculine and feminine into our side in us. And so using the new moon energy is extremely powerful time. And this right now, this new moon in Virgo at the end of September, right before we're getting ready to go into the fall equinox and the fall season, very powerful times. So it is the time to really set those intentions, plant those seeds, and keeping in mind that once you plant the seeds, you don't just plant them and walk away and expect a beautiful plant to be, to grow. You have to nourish the soil, you have to water the soil, you have to weed around it as the plant grows. And so just like in that, when we set our intentions, there's still a lot of work to be done, which comes in the second and third and fourth phases of my life success formula. But what I really want to focus on today is that first step, that clear intention. Because when we set an intention, we are crystal clear about what we want. And it's almost like kind of going backwards because that clear intention is really the desired result we want. When we're super clear on what we want, what that desired result is, that clarity gives us the momentum, gives us what we need to plan the action steps necessary for getting there, right? I get asked a lot, what's the difference between an intention and a goal? And that is very easy. A goal it comes from the mind, it comes from the ego. It's like it's a set on, this is what I want. I want something. An intention comes from the heart. An intention is declaring who you want to be, what you want to be, how you want to feel. And so it comes much more on a deeper level, which allows us to achieve things much more easily. Because if I said, okay, I want that house, okay, cool. But when I set my intention of living in that house, and how is it going to make me feel? What does it feel like when I wake up in the morning in that home? What does it feel like when I open up my sliding glass doors and overlook the lake? And yes, I'm specifically talking about my new house, which is on the other side of the lake I'm living on right now. I have my house in mind. I am clear as a bell that is going to be my next home. And so, people always laugh at me. It's like, you're in no position to buy a house. It's like, yeah, but watch me. So I am crystal clear about that desired result. So yeah, when we have our intention, when we live intentionally, and we can live intentionally moment by moment. We can set intentions for the day. We can set intentions for the week, for the month, for the season, for the year, for 5 years down the road. And it's getting clear on what it is we want that gives us the space to move into the next step, which is the right action. Right? And that right action is a big step as well. But if you don't have the clear intention, you have no idea what action to take because you don't know where you're going. So clear intention is the first step in achieving what you want, in finding that success in life. A couple of tools that I use to do this, and one of them, I'm going to put the link in the comments below, is to download my life success formula. And I outline all 3 steps very crystal clearly, and I also have attached to it the SMART goals worksheet. So once you get into that right action portion of this formula, you'll have the SMART goals worksheet that you can break. It helps you break down each step of the way. So it's like carving up the elephant. So you're eating one bite at a time, if you will, instead of trying to just looking at that big elephant, which is the result, and getting in overwhelm and stuff. But that's all in the download, and that's in the right action section. I've got another video on right action that you can look at after this, if this is your first one looking. And another tool I use to live intentionally and to support me in being crystal clear in my intention setting, besides using the energy of the moon. I've been absolutely loving getting in sync with the moon and making decisions and choices based on that because it works. I have been using my essential oils. I've really been getting into them and have really realized that the essential oils have really supported me in the last year and a half in my healing process, but that's a whole different story. And 2 of the oils that I like for manifesting is the Balance, and I grabbed the wrong one. This is the Island Mint, which is also really amazing for just giving you that yummy, uplifting, life is good feeling. But I use the Balance oil in my diffuser for grounding. It's a very grounding, earthy aroma. And when we set our intentions, it's really good to be grounded rather than just flighty and in and out there. And the second oil I use is lemon, and I use this multiple ways. Let's see. Sweet comments. Just reading the comments here on Facebook. Cool. Thank you. So the lemon I use multiple ways. I use it in my face wash, the citrus. I use it, I drink it in my water, which helps. It's very cleansing. It's very uplifting, and it really allows you to focus. Just smelling it is just like, it brings you to that focus. So with these 2 oils, the focus and the grounding is a really great vibration for setting intentions, right? So that's all I really have today. Yeah, so that's it. If you have any questions or comments, comment below. And I will also place the link to download that Life Success Formula, or AKA Get Shit Done formula. And yeah, that's all I got. So peace out.